Namaskar. We will start a topic called atheism. Atheism is a much maligned word in the sense when somebody speaks of atheism, people look down upon him. So, atheism is a, so to say, a term which carries some misgiving or some hatred. Therefore, I want to discuss this concept and give it some conceptual clarity what really atheism means or what really atheism stands for. In a sense, atheism is a relative concept. It is a relative concept because it is understood in context of theism. A theistic value or a theistic idea means that there is some supernatural agency, some God or something of this sort. But atheism is denial of any supernatural power or of any God. So atheism comes as a critique of theism as it exposes the hollowness of the arguments in support of a God's existence. Now, anthropologists, psychologists, even sociologists maintain that the idea of a God came to man's mind out of ignorance, fear. Because of man's fear and ignorance, he believed that there is some agency, some supernatural power that controls everything. But as we know, mankind has developed from a primitive state to the present state of existence. So the idea of a God has also changed from time to time. The primitive man, because of his ignorance, believed that in every object there is some life or there is some soul. That is called animism. Animism was a primitive belief of the primitive people, and they believed that every object in the world, any material object, possesses some life or some soul. And then after some years, civilization or there is some development and man's thinking also developed. The animism was changed into henotheism. According to henotheism, that every community or every group must worship the god of their origin. When people were living in different communities, scattered in different places, an idea emerged that our clan or our tribe has emerged or has come into existence because of some supernatural power, and we have to worship the God of our origin. If we worship some other God, we will not get the desirable truth. That is called the idea of henotheism. Then again, after some centuries, another idea developed that is called polytheism. Man believed that each aspect of nature and each aspect of human life is controlled by some deity, maybe a god or maybe a goddess. So he thought that for knowledge there must be a god or a goddess, for wealth there is a god or a goddess, for life, for marriage, every aspect of human life is being controlled by some god or goddess. So once when society was male-centric society, gods were males. But when there was the female-dominated society, most of the gods were goddesses. So in this way, the god idea has developed. Then after 1000 BC, a cultural revolution started in different civilizations, and in the course of time, a number of great men or number of very powerful persons appear in different parts of the globe who influenced their respective civilizations, and in the process a number of cultural renaissance occurred in different areas. And what once upon a time there was there were different civilizations in different parts of the world, and because of communicational problem, people of one area did not know who are the people of other area. So there was ignorance of one community about other communities. Now we know in that situation from 1000 BC to 600 AD, within these 1500 years, a number of prophets or seers appeared in different parts of different civilizations, and they gave rise to some novel ideas, and which later on was called religion. We have Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Christianity, Islam, and in Indian context we have Hinduism, we have Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism. These are the major religious breakthroughs that occurred in different parts of the world. So, and from the theistic point of view, all religions can be characterized into two categories. Some religions are theistic, some religions are atheistic. Buddhism, Jainism, Taoism, they are all atheistic religions, because in these religions no idea of a God is there. But on the other hand, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Christianity and Islam, they believe in some God. And Hinduism is little different, because in Hinduism there is the idea of multiplicity of gods. But all other religions like Zoroastrianism, Christianity, Islam and Judaism, there is the idea that God is one. So, and they also believe in a personal God. God is like a person, but he is supremely intelligent and supremely powerful. So this idea dominated for centuries together in human world. So the belief was that every aspect of human life or every aspect of nature is being controlled by some unknown power, and we call it some god or goddess. But in course of time, particularly in the medieval age, some philosophers tried to justify the existence of God by some rational argument. There were some philosophers in different parts of the world who tried to promote some rational arguments to justify the existence of God. But later on, with the development of philosophical thinking and philosophical reflections, other philosophers challenged it, and they showed that all the arguments given by God believers, they are wrong, erroneous, invalid and fallacious. So there was a tussle between the theists and the atheists. Whatever argument is promoted by the theists, that is challenged on the rational ground by the atheists. So, and then a question also came, if there is God, then how is God related to this world? And in this context, different theories also came, because God is a concept, and particularly it is a imaginary concept. So different theories were promoted in the how to explain the relation between God and the world. There is deism. According to deism, God created the world and left it to go by itself. It is created in such a grand way that there will be no doubt about it. Then there is a pantheism. According to pantheism, every phenomenon, everything in the world is a manifestation of God. So God is manifested in everything. That is the idea of pantheism. Then there is panentheism. According to panentheism, God is both immanent, God is in everything, and God is above everything. So deism, pantheism, panentheism, these are different theories to explain the relationship between God and the world. Then the idea also again developed that people believed, particularly the religious people believed, that all moral values have been prescribed by God. So every moral act is approved by God, and any immoral act is not approved by God. But then again there was a challenge, and it was a rational justification was given that morality has nothing to do with the idea of a God. There is no idea of a God in Buddhism and Jainism. Can we say that they are not moral? So the idea came, morality is a social obligation, it is a social duty, and morality has nothing to do with God. Any God believer may be a very immoral person, but an atheist may live a morally commendable life. And so in this way there has been debate about theism and atheism. And particularly any ordinary man, a common man, can believe a God or can be a theist, but only by serious thinking and serious reflection somebody will be an atheist. An atheist is a scholarly person, and he believes that the idea of a God is a human imagination, and so it is believed that God is a concept of a man's imagination, and it has nothing to do with human progress or human civilization. Though God is a very important concept, still atheism is another trend of thinking, another line of thinking, those who do not accept existence of any supernatural power. Thank you.